Let's start off by looking at what the imagination is, because it is the key to everything. It is like an undisciplined, naughty, ADD wild child. The imagination can be taken in any direction. If you watch CNN for 12 hours a day, you're going to have one result in your life. If you do things like you're doing today, you stick around positive people, you're going to have another. But how do you harness the imagination? The imagination also can be very tricky, so let's play a little bit. I'm going to demonstrate, then I'd like you to do this. In a moment, I'd like you, looking down at your index finger, to draw a circle that goes clockwise. Would you do that? Go ahead. Look down at your finger, draw a circle that goes clockwise. Good. Now look down at it. So you're looking down here. You're like a clock. So now move it up, but keep going clockwise. Keep going clockwise. Right up to your eyes. Keep going clockwise. Keep going clockwise. Now look above your head. What direction is it going? What direction? Counterclockwise. Think about it. Clockwise, clockwise. You don't change anything. Counterclockwise. Now, you'll be out here doing this for the next 20 minutes. See, I love this because everything changes when you change perspective. That's the way the brain works. Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. It is a preview of life's coming attractions. And I love that quote. It's on my wall. I live by it. And I would like to do my least favorite demonstration with you about the imagination. Actually, it's about focus and the imagination. So, I have a lemon. And in a few moments, I'm going to take a bite out of this lemon. Actually, I'm going to count to 3 and take a bite out of this lemon. So what I'd like you to do is pretend, like a child would pretend, that's what the imagination is, that you all have a lemon. And when I bite mine, you bite yours. Now, in order to make this work, like every successful goal-setting strategy, you have to reach back in your past and bring forth that which makes something real. So if you go back, if you've never tasted a lemon, this would be very difficult to do. But if you have, you just go back. The lemon obviously has a shape to it that's oval. It has a color, which is yellow, and it has a surface texture that's a little bumpy, and it has a tart smell, and it has some lemon in it. Focus. Imagine you have a lemon. Play. At the count of 3, I'm going to take a bite out of this. 1, 2, and 3. You put it in your mouth. All right. I need some feedback from you. How many of you, just before, at the very moment, or slightly after I bit the lemon, you had some kind of a reaction to that? Just a show of hands. All right, put them up high so you can kind of look around the room. Good. Excellent. So that's about what? 70%? 80%? Now, if the largest audience I've ever spoken to is 10,000. The smallest is like 10 CEOs. The interesting part, if you were focused and you were playing, you weren't thinking about something else, and you weren't trying, you were just like a child in the moment, you had a reaction. 90% of people always do. What does that mean? You created a biochemical, neurological change in your body with your mind in less than 1/10 of a second. The greatest miracle of the mind, the greatest miracle of being human.